Hey guys, it's Parzival, I also go by Will, and I am back with another character babble. Now, I'm not super happy with how the art turned out with this one, but I kind of figure that that's because I'm not really used to drawing this character anymore. I haven't really drawn this character in about 5 years, give or take, maybe more. And that's because this character, I know normally I have a reference up in the top right hand corner, and I don't really have one, or I didn't really have one this time. I was mostly going off a reference on my computer that I think I might pull up later, but I was trying to redesign him because I haven't really drawn him in 5 years. You can see here I'm kind of futzing with the hair, trying to see if maybe I should do a different hairstyle or maybe I should figure out something else. But I ended up not going with that and just sort of going with the hairstyle I originally gave him. I still kind of really want to redesign that, but I wasn't at a point with this drawing where I was happy with trying to do a whole redesign along with a speed paint for this character Babble. But yeah, basically, this is a character named Cameron. I already have a character named Cameron, but this is a different character named Cameron, who goes by the name Carmel, which is why I have two Camerons, because one of them doesn't really go by Cameron. And Carmel was a character who was one of my first, big world characters. He was part of a story that my friend and I were writing, or a world, I guess, called Roscon, where it basically talked about, it was just a fun concept that we were playing around with, where we were exploring how different celebrities interacted with each other and with their fans and stuff like that. And this was one of the secondary characters. His name was Carmel, and he was a writer. He was a fandom writer who got popular through writing various fan fictions and then turned into an actual published writer. So think E.L. James type of character, except not a weirdo, I guess. Not that E.L. James is a weirdo, but one of those oh yes, I went from doing fan art to doing actual published work types of things. And he was also originally a Pokemon Gajinka. He was a Lapine, which I think I also pull up a Lapine reference to pull colors from later on, but I don't end up actually liking the colors that I pulled from it, so I changed it. But yeah, you can see on the screen that that was really, really old art that I'm referencing. That was from 2012, maybe 2011. And I tried color picking from there, and I just did not like the colors that I chose. But I still don't really like the colors I ended up with. They're closer to what I had in mind, but I really gotta just play around with them more. I don't actually have a lot to talk about for this character babble. Carmel was just the character that I had on hand for this speed paint, but I do really want to revamp him. I do want to keep him a writer. I want to keep his thematics with rabbits going, but I want to figure out some more to do with him, and I want to figure out more of his personality, because I'll be honest, I don't remember a lot of it from 2012. I remember he was kind of flirty, and I remember he was pretty chill and didn't really do much unless he was motivated to do that. But that's not really a personality as much as it is a bunch of character traits that this character has. So I don't really know how he reacts to things anymore, because I haven't done anything with him for years. So that'll be exciting if I actually end up sitting down and doing that. Especially, I would love to try and fix his color scheme and try and get him a nice cohesive design that isn't just a turtleneck and a scarf and jeans. I do like simple designs, and don't get me wrong, that is a thing that would definitely look nice, but at the same time it's also a design I've used before for other characters, so I need to find something else that works for him. Maybe a jacket or something, or a different pair of pants or something like that, or make his scarf more unique. I don't know. I'll figure it out though. But yeah, I just thought it would be nice to talk about a character who doesn't really have a current personality, but has something that he used to be. I know it's not quite the same character babble that I normally do, because normally I talk very in-depth about who characters are and stuff like that, but I don't really know what Carmel's gonna be at this point, and I don't really know what he's gonna turn into, and I'm pretty excited about that. So, yeah, I figured I would share this with you, and I hope you like it. But overall, this is a relatively short video because, again, I don't really have much to say. So it's about time for my outro, which I honestly still need to just write down so I have a script for it. Let's be real here. Oh, also, I do have one more question. I know that I told you in my last video, my last speed paint, I am sort of futzing around with my mic to try and get the settings correct. I also want to know if you guys would prefer if I put some sort of backtrack at the end of my intros if there's any dead space, or if you just don't care. I'd love to hear your opinions on that because I know that my speed paints aren't the most popular things on my channel. It's always my sketchbook tours, but I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But as usual, if you have any questions, comments, anything you'd like to say to me, you can leave them down in the comments below. I would love that. Or all of my social media is also linked in my description below, so you can contact me there as well. I also have a Patreon if you want to support me. For $1 a month, I do daily sketch dumps. They aren't every single day in terms of like it is the day of, but all of my sketches go on the Patreon before they come out on like any of my other social medias generally, with maybe a couple of exceptions, but 90% of my stuff goes up early. And it's not going to ever be behind a paywall, it's just in case anyone wants to support me and wants to have early access to my stuff. So you get photos and digital stuff and my daily sketch dumps. But yeah, thank you guys so much for your support, and I will see you next time. Bye!